of guy is liberal Matthew Guy. He cut health budgets leading to an ambulance crisis and people...
Okay, I'm here. Couple coming in now. Hello. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Dutch. Duchess, is it? What's your first name, and then I can call you that. I've got a list of names here, but I always forget. Hi, Robin. Happy Thanksgiving to those that are having Thanksgiving today. Hi, Pickle. Hi, Susan. I didn't realise when I first booked in all the dates for the Michelle Tracy colour along that it was Thanksgiving. We don't have it here in Australia, so that's why I didn't realise. So yeah, I've decided to move that one forward to my Monday, which is a couple of days, or 3 days from now, is that right? And we'll finish the colour along then. But I was just trying to find an image to colour today. I'm not having much luck today. I have nothing in mind. I had nothing planned. I was going to be doing the Michelle Tracy image, so all a bit impromptu, I guess. Anyone got any ideas? Anything they want to know? I've got a few here today, so we may as well do something. I had a image printed out from Secuum. Is it how you say it? Secuum. But I didn't realise there's actually a bare breast in the image, so I probably shouldn't do that online. Hi, Grace. Hi, Mum. Hi, Raylene. How you going? So yeah, Christine Caran. Yeah, I've got Christine Caran images printed. Hi, May. Thanks for coming along. We're just talking about what to do. I've got all of the Emmanuel Collin books, the Coleridge Wilds. I've got Linda Ravenscroft that I can do in there. I was thinking I would use markers because I haven't sort of got anything else out. Ink tents? No, that's May's job. May can do that. I can do them. I'm just looking around to see what I've got sitting out. Raisins. I had a is this from, I think this is from Fantasia. I've printed it, copied it and printed it from the book because I wanted to use marker. Actually, I'll do this one. Don't ask me who it's by because I don't know how to say a name. I'll see if I can find a link. I've actually printed a grayscale image on tan-toned, it's not tan-toned, is it? Yeah, tan-tone paper, mixed media. What I might do is I might just show up a few that I've got and we'll decide from there. So this one's by a new artist. I can't remember her name. I'd have to grab it to do it, but I've got these ones. I had a few requests some Chris Lopez recently. I've got the new one from Hannah Lynn. I actually really like this one here from Meadow Haven. What else have I got printed here? Okay, which one's pretty? And then there's that one. Yeah, this is the one I wanted to do. It's a new one, but as I said, I didn't realise it's actually got a naked body underneath the hair there. And I thought I probably should have like blurred that out, but I haven't done that, so we can't do that one. Meadow Haven. Happy Thanksgiving, Randy. Thanks for dropping in. So the Meadow Haven. Yeah, that's the Enys one. I really love that. It reminds me of the mermaid out of Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh no, sorry to hear that, Susan. Okay, so there's a few. So which would you, let's just vote. So most have said, or two have said this one, and Meadow Haven, and someone said a skull, and come on guys. I want to narrow it down to at least one. This one's not going to take very long. I think that'd be really quick with markers, so I might leave that one out. Do Enys? Is that how you say it, Enys? But yeah, it's Enys Guerrero. I don't know. So yeah, we can do that one. It's slightly grayscale. Oh no, look what I've done to my camera. Just gonna go up close. There we go. My board's got a bit dirty too. I've been playing with red. I'm bringing out an Enys image tomorrow as a speed colouring, so that's pretty cool. You've all seen some sneak peeks, and patrons have already seen the full image. Okay. So I'll do markers. I think it's going to be a little quicker. And yeah, so we'll do the other one on Monday. Just checking my messages to make sure that I'm caught up with everybody. So Enys has got just kind of gothic style, I guess, images. She's got some beautiful artwork. I just finished Button Eyes. As I was saying, that should be out tomorrow as a speed colouring, and also a full video for patrons. Yes, Enys is correct. Good. Who else is coming? Grace. Hi, Grace. I've already said hello to everyone else, I think. Yeah, maybe. So if you're interested in this one, Enys has got a Facebook group, and you can contact her and order images directly from her. She was featured in the Colouring Heaven colouring book, the Halloween special. And also, I do believe, according to Shelley, there's supposed to be a whole issue devoted to her coming up in the new year, so that's really cool too. Happy Turkey Day. Happy Turkey Day. What is Turkey Day? Guys, Australian here, we'd have no idea. So anyway, Enys does, like, as I said, gothic style. So a lot of her stuff's quite dark and mysterious. I love it. Someone's sending me messages. Who is that? Was that one of you guys? Oh, I see. That's cute. there's an image from, how do you say that anyway? I don't even know how to say that. Is it Okipor Papa? Something? OG? Guys, come on. This one. I have no idea. Yep, this is me every day with names. You eat turkey and celebrate stealing America. Oh gosh. Of course that's something to be thankful for. Oki Papa, yeah? Oki? Oki Papa? Oki Papa? I'm getting messages from my high school here. We celebrate stealing the Indians' land. Ah, that's alright. That's like us Australians celebrating Australia Day. Anyway. Alright. Yeah, so that's a new one from them apparently. Is it a freebie, is it? I'm just having a look now. How do you get it? How do you get the image, guys? I'm looking at it, but I can't see where you can get it from. Cooking. Well, if you're eating and celebrating, that's usually what you do. It's what we do at Christmas time too, hey? I would have to print that out, and it hasn't been printed, so the ink would be still wet. So I'll just do this one for now. And yeah, I'm already in the group actually. I've got Robin, I'm already in the group. But yeah, I'll have a look at it. So what time is it now there? So have you already eaten? 30 minutes to devour. Bye Grace, thanks for dropping in. And happy Turkey Day. May reckons that you guys are weird. Well, we don't have to colour, you know. My husband asked me the other day how many images I've coloured, and I pulled out my folders, and he was quite shocked with the amount of images that I've done. So we can flip through what I've done. 2:43 p.m. So wouldn't you have already eaten? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, we don't. The only other things that we celebrate here is obviously Australia Day that nobody else celebrates, and yeah. Yeah, I've got a fever, mate. I'm not thinking too clearly, am I? Oh dear. Well, this one, Enys's original image is kind of sepia with a little bit of peaches and pink, so we can stick to the same sort of palette. I really like the original, it's pretty. So yeah, all of Enys's images have got like blood and some sort of injury in them. This one's the only one I've seen that doesn't have any injuries on her, but she still does have a little bit of blood on her, so yeah. We need to colour. Yeah, well, you know what, May? I haven't been that well this week. It's been a bit of a mess. I haven't uploaded anything this week. Just not being well. And it's sort of been, I think I'm getting better and then it's not better and, you know, all of those sorts of things. So it hasn't been a great week for me. I'm hoping it will get better. So, yeah, tomorrow will be my first upload for this week, apart from the top 10. Yeah, which is not like me at all, so I must be sick. Alright, we're going to start with, because it's sort of semi-grayscale, I'm not going to do really light layer on the skin. I'll just start straight in with E00. She has blue eyes. I can't really see. They're kind of grey-blue. I've got the image here. No, I didn't get a new computer. I'm still... that's the original one. I'm still on the lookout. And of course, being unwell, I haven't been able to do anything this week. And I've got 2 birthdays this weekend. My middle girl is turning 17 and my youngest is turning 14. One on Sunday and one on Tuesday. So, huge week. Yes, May. That's why I haven't uploaded. You know, I did that hunk. What? Oh. These are, Grace, these are Copics. This is the sketch and the chow. They're both exactly the same. It's just that the sketch comes in more colours. They're both refillable. I collected all the chow colours and then I've started filling in the rest of the colour chart with this. So, but yeah, if you get a chow YR61, you don't need to get a sketch YR61 because they're exactly the same. In marker and I could hear my head wasting. Yeah, these two have the same tip. The Copic Classic colour have a bullet nib and chisel tip, and the wide have a really wide shaped chisel tip. The classics and the chows don't come in every single colour, whereas the Copic sketch come in every colour. It is good. Copics is so much quicker. And the sketch and chow have a chiseled nib and a brush nib, a super brush nib actually. It's a big nib. I tried to, I'm learning lettering at the moment, calligraphy, and trying to use a Copic and they're just too big. You can change the tip. There are, I think there are regular brush tips for the classics, but I'm not going to buy any classics. The classic came with the Copic course that I did. We got a few markers when we started, and that was one of them. I'm thinking this might be too dark for what I want. I might go with the other one. So I'll start with the E00. I actually brought People say they're expensive, but this marker is, say, $10, and the refill ink is $10, but that will last you refilling this probably about, I don't know, depends on how often you're using them and how much ink you put in it, but I think it's supposed to be around 13 times. So if you think of it that way, if you were to buy a different type of marker that, say, was worth $5 and it's a throwaway one, then obviously you're not going to get your money's worth, whereas this, you get a fair bit of play out of that amount. And the only colours that I've used multiple bottles of ink is skin colours, so I think that's the only colour. It is literally the only colour that I've actually physically finished a whole bottle of ink. So every other colour I've only used like not even a bit. So yeah, it is costly to start with, but overall I think that the investment is worth it because they're refillable. You don't have to keep rebuying a marker, and you can also make your own colours as well. Looks like I've got some ink on there. I've just filled this one. And I put new nibs on them. Look, they're brand new, not squished. That'll be black by the time we finish because of the ink, but that's okay. At least they're not completely flat anymore. Yeah, I really needed to change them. Copics are alcohol ink, so they do go through all paper types. So be really careful if you're doing it directly in a book. Make sure there's no image on the other side. Yeah, that's really cheap. Beverly, that's awesome. Quite often I'll see sales like that and I'll go on, but they never have the colours that I'm looking for. Because the colours I'm filling in now are not used as often, or not as popular. I've still got a fair few that I haven't collected though. My colour wheels. Where's my Copic ones? So they're the Copic ones. There's a few missing, like, yeah, there's a fair few greys missing, and I have none of the fluoro colours, but the others I'm kind of just missing a few in between. But I've got a pretty good range. Yeah, I actually won my first set from Kit and Clouder and Copic Marker Australia. They had a thing on, yeah, and I won a 3672. I can't remember what it was at the time. Might have been a 36 pack, and then after that I collected all the Chow colours, and then I moved to filling in the blanks with the sketch. If I was to do it all again, I would have brought all of the refills for the markers I had, and then each marker that I brought, I would have brought a bottle of refill as well. Because now my issue is that I'm running out of colours and I need to go buy refills. But the ones that I've got refills for I've marked with my tape so I can remember. Hi Elaine, happy Thanksgiving. It was a good prize. I nearly fell on the floor when I found out I won it. I was so happy. That was gosh, a while ago now. Must be over 3 years. Feels like forever ago. Maybe 4 years, I don't know. Long time ago. I was watching Dee. Was it last night that she was on, or the night before? Night before, I think. Doing her Copics, and I was like, no, I'm so OCD. She didn't put the lids on the right markers. Yeah, it was funny. kind of fell in love with markers. They became my saving grace, you might say, from arthritis and everything else. Hi, Shara. Yeah, that's what the tape's for, Raylene. They've all got... I actually brought some metallic Express It tape. It comes in like 5 or 6 different colours, and I use... So that's a orange tape. I use that for my orange. You know, I've got a red for red colours. And I'm truly telling you I'm OCD. That violet for... This is a... I have got... it's kind of like a browny silver colour for ease, but this is my most used marker. It's got a bit more tape on it. Also too, I've taped them at the end where the brush tip is, so that I know. The brush's tip is new, so it's still fairly hard. It hasn't been worn down yet, so just remember that when you're changing the nibs over, because it'll take a little bit longer to colour because they're not quite soft yet. Got to break it in. So what are you on, Lo, if your laptop's doesn't work? You can't hear this video. Wow, that's no good. How can you not hear? The sound is definitely on. iPad. Don't have any refills yet, but yeah, it's great. I have 2 colour charts, one for markers I have and one for refills, so I know. And then I just downloaded an app from Copic. I think Copic Japan brought it out. You can actually go and I can show you actually. That's what it looks like, that one. And it shows you how many you've got, and you can go into each section and you can see, you know, if these ones are refills. Yeah, so you can see what you've got. And I think there's like a, there you go, all the colours. So in this colour, oh, you can even write notes there. That's cool. I didn't even know that. I think it's supposed to tell me what colours I have. Or, oh, there you go. I've got a chow and I've got a various ink. So that's pretty cool. So in RV99, I've only got a sketch in it. But yeah, it's pretty cool art. But I tend not to go for my app. I tend to just look at my colour charts a bit quicker. That actually counts your refills as a marker too, so it's not giving you a true indication of how many you have either. Yeah, try refreshing. It's just called Copic, the app. I just looked up Copic, and I think it was Copic Japan as the author. I don't know. It's free. There's another app like that, which has markers, pencils, all sorts of brands, but I can't remember what it's called. And because my iPhone's new, I haven't added all my apps back on yet. I'm just doing a base layer, by the way. I didn't really explain what I was doing. I'm using Neenah Classic Crest paper as well. They are. That's why, Lo, I brought the, yeah, that's an iPhone app. You found us, Shara. Woohoo! That's why I brought the hex chart from Sandy Allnock, so I could see on the color chart what was a good blend to get. She had a good glitch. It's really great for trying to figure out what colors to buy, and it stops you from buying colors that are all almost exactly the same. There's other colors like let me just have a quick look on the chart here. Alright, G99 and YG99 are almost exactly the same color. Some of the RVs are very similar to the R colors. Y02, Y04 and Y06 are almost identical. Just had to have a drink. I'm going to go in with some really nice dark earth. E04. And I'm just going to colour over, because it's a grayscale in the skin area, I'm just going to go over where there is grayscale, and I'm just going to add my own in where I feel there should be some as well. On Enys's original image, she's actually got blood on her shoulders, so I'm going to do that. Put some pink or red in there anyway. I'm just going to put a shadow around all of the leaves. Lots of drinking, hey? I don't drink. I sort of built up an intolerance to it. Must have drank too much as a teenager. But yeah, it makes me quite ill now. Alright. So I'm just using lines for now. And what I'll do is I'll just feather off the edge by leaning my marker kind of on the side there a bit, and I just kind of flick in just so that the next colour will blend in nicely. You don't have to make them that thick, you could use a tip and make them a lot skinnier. I think I changed the nib on this one as well, which was probably about time, because it's been a while since I did a nice change and clean up of all my markers. I like to go in and clean the lids and around the nibs and stuff to get rid of any of the sticky excess ink. No worries, Shara. Thanks for dropping in. Mimosa. What's a mimosa? Learning all this American stuff recently. Champagne and orange juice. Ah, yep, okay. I don't really have a favourite, I don't think, when I was drinking. I'm just doing some little marks on the fingers there. I just got a message from my daughter. She's just finished an exam. She's in year 11 doing exams this week, and next week they've got year 12 orientation. And yeah, one more year of school and she goes off to uni. Our schooling here in Australia is different to America too. We have, our high school is, there's no sort of like junior or senior or college or anything like that. Just going to put a really light layer on the edge of her arm there. I do think we're going to be able to see that anyway when we put in the background, because it will be lighter than her. Maybe, or darker. There's definitely something wrong with me, mate. I'm feeling really slow today. Really, really slow. It's my computer's fault. It's just wearing me out. All this extra work. Oh, I missed a bit of skin. It's alright. The school we call high school in Norway is really university. Ah. Slow and sleepy. So I'm not getting enough sleep. It is early in the morning here though, guys. It's only 10 a.m. Now with the face, a lot of it's really grayscale, so just going to go over those areas. Need more coffee? I don't drink coffee. I've had a cup of tea this morning already. There's caffeine in black tea. Obviously not enough. Waking me up, peoples. Come on. Tell me something funny. That'll wake me up. I'm going to use E11, and I think I put a new nib on this one too. No. Troned him. Where is that? Where's that, Elaine? Post food coma. That's it. I'm doomed for life because I don't drink coffee. I've never really liked it. I don't even like the smell of it. It's yuck. It's yuck. I just don't like it. Just ugh. I don't see the fascination. Norway. Ah. pumpkin spice latte. No, it's disgusting. It just tastes like burnt, weird, bitter. Ugh. And I'm not a sugar person. I don't like sugar in my tea or anything like that either. So there's a lot of people said just put a little bit more sugar in, make it sweeter. But ugh, yuck. I couldn't think of anything worse. That makes me abnormal. I'm going over with E11 now, and I'm just brushing over the top of the dark colour just to soften it. We don't want to get rid of it because we won't be able to see those shadows. We want to keep the shadows. I really like marker. We can, if you're not happy with, you know, how it's come out, you can go over it with pencil because the tooth of the paper is still completely intact. After a few layers of marker, it becomes a little bit, it does flatten off the tooth a little bit because it bulks up the paper and it soaks into it, but if you're only doing a couple of layers, you can always go back in with pencil and neaten things up and add more shadows. It's really good. Copic Lust. I have Copic Lust and I have Copics. One day I dream of filling my container with all the colours and having a full colour chart with no blank spots on it. One day. I think the great thing about them is that they are refillable. They've got an amazing selection of colours. They're extremely sturdy. The nibs last ages. If you're using a more toothy paper, you might get less use out of your tips, but yeah, they're awesome. Nothing bad to say about Copics. Doesn't it look weird at the moment? Look at that skin. It looks so strange. It's all dotty and... 21 Copics. Well, I'm not going to say how many I have. How far away are you? I've got probably about maybe 100 to go in the Copic set, maybe. But that, as I said, that's mainly all of the greys. I've only got cool greys and warm greys. I've got a couple of tone greys, but I haven't got any neutral grey, or what was the other one? I can't remember the other one. Neutral grey, fluoros, and the rest are all sort of just bits and pieces throughout. I haven't bothered with fluoros because they don't show up on my scanner. Not that my scanner's been very good lately. It's been not scanning very well. I've had to take photos of the last few. Back up to the face, I haven't finished there. Too busy talking. Make this side a little bit darker. It's good with new nibs. There's this small, nice, neat tip there now. Oh no. I think I've only got 2 doubles. I've 3 doubles. I've got 2 E11s because I just got one from the Copic course I did. And I've got 2 blacks, or 2 black 100s. And there's I've got 2 B21s. The rest doubles I gave away. Because I brought a whole pack of them second hand on eBay, and there was a couple of doubles in there that I already had. But the price of them, it was worth getting a few doubles in the pack. I just had to replace a couple of the nibs, and one of them was a little bit dry, so I had to buy new ink to refill it, but that was it. Great way to buy Copics, that's for sure. I think I got them from an art student who was no longer studying or didn't need them anymore, and she was just getting rid of them, so just got to keep a lookout for those bargains. Halo. Exactly. Sell them on eBay. I don't have enough to sell on eBay. I've got E21 now. Who refunds them? Can you hear my squeaky paper? Squeaky, squeaky. Shadow's even asleep still today. She's hiding down on my bed, curled up in a little ball. She snuggled up there early this morning next to me, and she usually follows me out to have breakfast, but she didn't this morning. She ignored me. Still looking a little bit ugly duckling at this stage. I printed out a handsome hunk to do too. I've got one sitting there. I don't remember which one I printed. Oh, the one with the bow and arrow. He's a minotaur, is it? And I might give him a try. I think she's looking nice and dark now. Hi, Grace. Hi, Morticia. Texas. Oh, we're talking about craft online? Yeah, they've got some good stuff there too. Okay, now, oh, the hair needs a little bit more. Hang on. Okay, now I'm going to use some E00, which I was going to use first, but didn't end up doing. It doesn't matter, May, how you store them. There's no right or wrong way. So if you want to store them laying down, you can. If you want to store them upright, you can. Yeah, there's no difference between them. Which is pretty good. It means that you've got a lot of options for storage. They have double barrels. No, it's a really thick fiber core in the middle of the marker. Is that what you're asking, Elaine? But yeah, Copic themselves said that it doesn't matter. That's one thing that I did find out at the course, was something I learnt. I have mine laying down anyway, but yeah, it doesn't matter. See, look, it's already going brown. That's just from the ink. It does stain the nibs, but it doesn't make a difference to the colour. Doesn't transfer, which is pretty cool. Just making the darker layers nice and smooth by going over them a couple of times. Just to blend them in nice and smoothly. She's looking pretty. No, they're fine. If you do find that you have, sometimes when you buy a new marker, they get a little bit wet because they're so full. But if you do ever get anything that sort of builds up here in the nib, if you just take the cap off the other end and then use it, you should find it'll draw back up. Yeah, they're pretty cool. So I'm using the E000 just to finish it off. Hello, I've got your pit pens here. I should have a play. I forgot I even had them. Actually, they're sitting under my keyboard. You usually flood. Yeah, no, just take the cap off and it just, I don't know, it helps. I had one of the markers I got that was new was the B23. And it was really, when I first started using it, it was really, look, you can see the ink. It was really, really wet. So yeah, I worked with it. Look at the inside of the lid already. Just take the lid off both ends and work with it. There you go, she's got blue eyes. You missed what? Hi Loretta. What did you miss? I haven't done much. I've just done the skin. Rubbing alcohol. You can use rubbing alcohol for cleaning. You can use it for doing patterns on your images. Apparently hand sanitizer is good for cleaning off stuff too. Yeah, I heard the other day someone said that baby wipes are awesome for watercolor too. For smoothing it off if you use watercolor pencil. Make sure your lids are on properly too, so they kind of clip. I'll just put it close to the speaker. You gotta make sure that they click closed. Just moving my chair. Alright, where's the image? Okay, so she's got a fair bit of, see the blood sort of stained, and her hands are a little bit like that, and the top of her shoulder there, so I'm going to try and do the same. I need a drink before I do that. Alright, so I'm just going to work on the shoulder. I think it needs to be a bit darker than that one, but we can go darker. Okay, I think we need to go a little bit more red. So that was R02. I think I'm going to need to do maybe, I don't want to go too dark. Looking at my color chart. Let's try some R24. It's called Prawn. I'm going to name it Marker Prawn. That's what we put on the Barbie here. Prawns. Oh, that's really bright. We don't have it here, Loretta. We don't have Thanksgiving, we were just saying earlier. But I thought for those that do, we'd save the colour along till Monday when everyone's back again. Want me to zoom in a bit? Hang on, I'll zoom in. Here we go. Oh, there she is. She's so pretty. A little bit on the shoulder. Now she's got it on her hands here. I'm going to blend it off a little bit so it doesn't just look like I've drawn blood on her. Just got a little bit down here on her arm too. Her shoulder, and oh, she's got some on her lips too. Let's just put some in there. And she's got a little bit of a tinge of it on her nose there. Just popping a tiny little sort of dot in there. I don't know why she's bleeding. I was saying that all Enys's images are like that. Maybe she's just been captured and she's, you know, free again. These are some of her images. I really like that one. I just finished this one, which will be out tomorrow, and full video for patrons. But yeah, they're all a little bit like that. They're the quite normal ones. There's some in there that are really dark, which I've chosen not to do. Makes it look like she's ill. It's gothic style. Yeah, true. I think she's called River Mermaid or River of Tears Mermaid or something. I'm going back in with that R02. See if I can soften that off a little bit. There we go. It's not quite so bad when I soften it off, but it did look kind of strange there. They are really pretty, and I've only just this week been introduced to them. But yeah, I've got a thing for Enys's images, and I'm really enjoying Yana Prosperina's images at the moment. They're quite cute. So now that I've blended it off a bit, it's not quite so dark. And it doesn't look like a line of red over her. Stained. She's stained. Maybe she hurt somebody. Maybe she had to fight and hurt herself that way. She looks too innocent to have hurt anyone, but you know. Is she actually working on a colouring book? I know that Creative Heaven are doing an issue on her, so there'll be 40 images in that. I'm one of her patrons, and she's been giving us images. I've got a couple now. I just went and brought about 7 of them because I didn't get the Creative Heaven issue, Halloween issue. Anyway, I decided to buy it, the Halloween issue anyway, because there was other images in it I liked as well. Okay, now we need to blend off that 02 with some E000 just to blend it into the skin nice and softly. Hi Kathy! Happy Thanksgiving to you. I'm hoping you had a happy one. So for those that are just coming in, we'll be doing the Michelle Tracy image on Monday my time. The link's the same as what I posted earlier. I've just changed the time and the day. Sorry, same time, different day. There you go, just blended that off a little bit so it doesn't look quite so out of place. Yeah, so Enys does have Patreon, and also she's got a Facebook group, which when I bring out my image tomorrow, I'll pop all the links under the description, but after today I'll go and just edit the description under this video and put all their links and everything in. She also has some original art for sale on Etsy as well. Oh, and I've got a review coming up too. It took me 25 hours of videoing. Which is pretty exciting. Hi Louise, were you here before? Was that another Louise? Maybe I'm wrong. I'm having one of those days today. I'm a bit asleep, sorry. It did take me a lot of time, but the results are absolutely stunning and I can't wait to show you all. I've actually done a video for these guys before, and it was a really big success. It's actually my most viewed video on my channel, so I thought I'd do another one for them for a different product. An elephant. Oh dear. Yeah, it's an elephant. No, not really. That's just 25 hours of videoing, not colouring. No, I wasn't colouring, I was reviewing a product. And then obviously there's more time goes into like voice recording, shrinking the video, sorry, down into a faster video. I've managed to shrink that 25 hours down to a half hour, so I think I've done pretty well. But you'll see, it's not a colouring, thankfully. I don't know if I could spend that long. I think 8 hours is like my absolute limit on colouring. Let me just zoom out a bit. How's she look now? I think her eyes look weird, but that's alright. We'll fix them up later. I think she needs a little bit more in her lips there now. I might just stick a bit of R83. Yeah, well, I'm the same, Robin. I've got arthritis. And that's why I love markers, because I can colour for a lot longer. There's not as much pressure on my hands. I'm just using R83 for the rest of her lips there. I think I'm going to have to put that red back in there though. They've really lightened off a bit there. just stuck it under her eyes as well. I'm just going to put a little bit more of that red in to her lips. There we go. And where's my white gel pen? I got these jelly roll pens. They're pretty cool. They've got an 8 and a 5, and they're really tiny compared to the Uni-Ball, which is a 1, I think. It actually doesn't say on here. It might even be a 2. It's quite a large ball on that one though, but this one's tiny. And it gets into these really, really, really tiny spots. And yeah, I like it. It's cool. Let's give her a little bit of a shine on that side. Should we put a bit of a sparkle on her fingers there as well, maybe? I like white. I probably go a bit overboard with it, but now her tail in this is like a peachy colour, and I actually want to do a peach colour rather than a brown. And so who knows what colour goes with that? I do, because I've got my colour chart here. So for, I'm thinking that colour there. So maybe green. What else have we got? Green and purple, maybe? So that's like red, but it's a pink red. So peachy, pink reds, purple and green. And I've put a bit of blue in there too, so that's alright. Just having a look. So let's do peach with a little bit of purple in it. Just checking out my colours now. Popping away my other ones that I finished with. So I've got YR65 and YR61. And what else have I got? It's so funny, on the hex chart, YR65 and YR61 aren't even next to each other. Let's try add a little bit more of a yellow tone to that as well. Maybe some YR20, and then I think we'll add a little bit of purple in. Red Violet 63, RV 63, and RV 02. They're kind of pink, purple pinks. Gotta feed the dog. What was that app? Which app? This app? It's just called Color Wheel. It's got like ads and stuff on the bottom. It's on App Store. It's got like, you can change the type of color wheel that you have. So if you've got more pure colors, and then it's got like darker and lighter versions, so pastel versions and darker versions. And also it has different mixes, so different complementary color, triadic color, analogous color, split complementary color, tetradic color scheme, I'm reading the bottom, and square color scheme. But yeah, it's really helpful when it comes to picking colours, especially if you already know what your main colour is going to be or what colour you want. It's just called Colour Wheel. And I don't know who makes it, but it's on App Store. Hi Nick and Tina. Grabbing a drink again. It's just called Color Wheel. Hi, Katrina. So I'm going to do the tail. I'm just going to zoom back out again. Hello. Alright. I'm thinking we might do... I need a pink. I don't know. Alright, I'll just use the YR65. I'm going to do it in the tail section first, so I'll start down here. And it's kind of like, you can probably see it there, but it's kind of shaded a little bit in some sections. So I'm just going to go into those sections and just put this colour in the shaded parts. So it's fairly fine. I'm using the very tip of the marker, so the camera's not on much of an angle here. Just give me 2 secs and I'll... Don't get dizzy, close your eyes if you do. Just move it on the side a little bit for you. That way you can get a better view of my hand. Is that better? Yeah, that's a bit better. You can see what I'm actually doing. Okay, so I'm just going in, zoom. I'm so glad that I have this webcam and to be able to zoom in and out like that. It's so funny, my son saw the program that I use to zoom in and out with. It's a Logitech camera, and he's like, why have you got a Logitech gaming software program on your computer, Mum? But it's really awesome. Okay. You need to go along the tail line there as well. So I'll try and do, I think, a bit of the orange colour on the outside, and I'll put a little bit more of the pinks and purples in the middle there. Logitech, the program I use, it's called Logitech Gaming Software, and it allows me to actually play with the camera angles, zoom in and out, change the colour and things like that while I'm actually physically doing live, so that way you guys can see better. But it's an awesome program. Alright, now there's a bit more, this is sort of coming into a tail here as well. And this all the way down here is tail too, this whole section here. We've got some newcomers, have we? Hi Christine, thanks for dropping in. And happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I think mine is the 2920 Barbara. I'm not sure. I'd have to have a look at in the program, like, you know, the about part. I like, well, look, the Logitech one had the better quality camera, and it also allowed you to do 4K filming. Not that I have ever done that, but just better quality. I think it might be a 920, I'm not sure. Or maybe it's a 7 something. Who knows? I've got the box still somewhere. I'd have to have a look in the settings of the camera. Oh no! Oh well, we're spotting there now. I think that's a bit of tail too there. Yeah. Just here. Alright, move this way a little bit. I'm just going to extend that one all the way down and that one off the page. Just following the line. Hi Starbuck, and who else is coming? Because I am Varika, is it? Who else? Is that everyone? I think it can be used with other camera types anyway, but yeah, I'd have to have a quick look. Mermaids, yes. Who else is coming? Nick, I saw you, saw Christine. Is that it? I don't want to miss anyone. Hi and welcome. I'm slowly waking up this morning. It's taken me a little while. It's good that you're all full of turkey because that means I can be a little bit slower and it won't matter. You're all in food comas now, hey? It's funny, I just decided that we'd change the colour along to Monday because I was worried everyone would miss out, but we've ended up having most of you in here anyway. It's all good. So we'll be back again on Monday and then again on Friday. And then next month we're starting a new colour along. We're going to be colouring something from Nathaniel Wake's Fairy Life colouring book. And I have 4 giveaways to give away during that month, so one each week. That'll be cool. I like doing giveaways for you guys. So we'll do a flip through and a giveaway each week. Okay, now I'm going to draw down the line of the tail again. I'm just making it up as I go. That one's going to have to come into there. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Everyone's quiet. Again. Slow. Yeah, I'm slow today. Oh no, what's wrong with Kitty? I've got YR61. I don't like hearing kitties cry. I had my doggy cry the other day. She's a Maltese Shih Tzu, and because we're just sort of coming out of colder weather, she hasn't been shaved yet, and she was trying to scratch and her claw got stuck in her fur on on her ear. So she was having a bit of a cry at us. I couldn't figure out what it was to start with. I could hear it and I'm like, what is that? Is that a child crying? It was a dog. Poor little baby. So I'm using YR61, and these colours are actually fairly new in my set, and they're actually one of my favourite colours. I love peaches and pink red colours that go with sunsets. Because that's definitely something that a cat would cry about. It is, isn't it? Hi Sahara doll, how are you? Thanks for dropping in. Cats are so funny, aren't they? Toy was stuck. So it was nothing dire straits. It was just that you weren't helping when you should have been. Oh dear. It is fascinating, isn't it? I'm fascinated too sometimes. I seriously don't know where things are going to go, and then I think that's the one thing I love about doing impromptu things like this, is that it's like on the spot thinking, and I think some of us do our most creative thinking on the spot. Makes our brains work better. Maybe that's just because I'm a little bit ADD, but that's how it works for me. Just let it go. I think this is actually running out, this colour. Yep, it's getting a little bit dry. And I'm probably going to have to refill it in a sec, because I've got lots more up here I want to do yet. Alright, I'm just going to pop some ink in that. And, oh, where are we? Exactly, Christine. It's that way. Quite often I'll just sit and have a play, and then it comes out absolutely stunning, and people are like, "Did you video it?" I'm like, "No, because I was just playing." Okay, I just put an extra drop, and it went on the outside instead of inside. Oh, flicking it everywhere. Okay, back. I just had to double check I had the right colour then. I'm like, hang on a minute, is that darker? It's not, it's just a little bit wetter, so it's taking a little bit longer to dry. It's all good. Okay, so I'm going to use some more of a yellow toned YR colour. to blend that out with. And I'm going to put a tiny touch of like pink. It's purple pink. It's RV red violet. Into the lightest parts of the tail. I think I've covered over most of it. That's the thing, is just making sure I haven't missed any. I'm off camera a bit there, sorry, I'll move it towards me a bit. Ah, wobbly, don't look. I get car sick, so I always say thinking, it's not nice. It's not a nice feeling. Okay, I think I'm going to go back in with the darker orange a bit in a minute, but I just get on the other colours first. Pickle, I do the same. People always ask me, oh, so what, did you plan that? Do you plan it out? I'm like, no, I just wing it. I've had moments like that too. I'm looking at it, I'm going, this is going to work really well, and then at the end I've gone, yeah, let's just put this one away. I don't think I'll do it. This is YR20, which is a little bit more yellow in it than red. So I'm just going in to those lighter parts and filling that in. You can't really tell on those smaller parts, but hopefully down here you'll be able to see it a bit better. I've got one of those stretchy wire holders for it, and it's, I might have to zoom out a little bit, I'm thinking. Bit of a mess today, aren't I? I just want you guys to be able to see it, that's all. That's a bit better. I keep going off camera. Hi Raisha. I hate that feeling too, Loretta. It's not nice at all. Yeah, I've always get car sick and things like that. Went on a cruise and I got a little bit sick. Once I took the medication I was fine, but I have a lot of ear problems. I'm actually deaf in one ear too, so I think that makes it harder. There's no balance there. Ooh, I like that colour in there. Looks good. I need to start doing myself a combo book, I think. Remember these awesome combos that I do. I did a Jasmine Beckett image a little while ago, and I have heaps of people ask me even still now the combo that I use, and I'm like, I don't remember because I wasn't videoing at that time. But yeah, I should. She's looking pretty cool. Great. Yeah, I get it. I actually tend to drive more often than everyone else too, because when I'm a passenger it's just, ugh. Sometimes it's gotten to the point where I couldn't even get to like the end of our street and had to say, no, I have to get out right now, and I'll walk the rest of the way home. Just that bad that I just couldn't hold any longer. Let me out, let me out. Alright, so is our tail looking nice and ribbed? I think she is. Now I've got a terrible camera angle, haven't I? Oh well. Okay, I think I need the pink in there now. I might need to go back in with that darker orange, I think, and do another. I'll do it in a minute. We'll do V02. I'm going to test it in a little spot up here. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I don't want to cover over all of that yellow, but I just wanted to have a little bit of a shimmer of another colour in there. Just gently laying it down. It's so hard to see, I'm sorry, it's so tiny. I've been researching the Holbein Artist Pencils Sahara, and I just can't. It's just so much. For the $400 odd that it would be here Australian, I think I'd prefer to finish off the rest of my Copic set. I do really like the pastel colours, so I've considered maybe just getting the pastel colours. I'm actually a person that doesn't like to be sick physically. So yeah, I always try to not, if I can. Hence why I'll just get out of the car or close my eyes when they're playing video games where they walk around in circles in one sort of motion. Ugh. We've been playing Super Mario Kart on the Wii, and they like to play battle, and I'm like, no, I'm out of here. As soon as you have to spin round in the one spot, it's okay following the cart in 2D around the track, but as soon as I have to sort of look around me like that, ugh, it's quite funny. Okay, so that was just a little bit of the RV02 in there, just to add a little bit more colour in. And I want to use that YR20 just to go back over and soften the edges off on it so they're not quite as defined. Lots of blending. So this is the YR20 again. I don't need ovens. Exactly. Christine, exactly. It's a lot of fun. I love my Copics, I really do. Kind of reminds me of painting a little bit too, I think. Copics are... I love just mixing colours together and seeing what happens. Alright, so I think I'm blended off enough, but I do think that we've sort of washed out that that darker orange a little bit, so I'm just going to go redo that. And then I think we might put some like white paint pen marks in there and make them look a little bit sparkly too. Excuse me. Night May, thank you so much for dropping in. She is pretty awesome, hey. I'm almost ready to finish up and I might just do it again, but thanks May. Have a good night. So I'm using the YR65 again to... I'm trying to stay on camera there for you, to do those darker lines just that little bit more, only because I blended it off, most of it off with that lighter colour. Lots of laugh, Loretta. That's funny. Oh, thank you. I'm not really the Copic queen, but I'm sure there's others out there that do just as good. I think that sometimes I'm just a little bit bolder than others with trying things. I'm not one for following the rules. If there are any rules to be had. I'm really not happy with our angle on this. Oh, I've got Batman on again today. It's my favourite Batman jumper. Batman and Superman. So I've just deepened up some of those areas where the little, I guess they're like veins, maybe, I don't know, bones in the tail probably, yeah. Yeah, we already have, today's Friday here and we've already got all the sales have started. I was thinking I probably should go out and look for my computer now while the sales are on. Get a better deal. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with that. I've just got Y61. Sometimes if I'm a little bit wobbly, I just go back over it just to neaten it up slightly. Managed to get rid of my little spot where I dropped the marker there, but it's pretty cool having markers because you just cover things up again. I think, yeah. I think in that very crease bit there it needed to be a bit darker. I might in fact use a tiny little bit of YR04, which is a real orange, and just sort of, that's a bit better, just deepen up those creases a little bit more, especially where the tail pieces are overlapping here. Just go back over those, soften the edges. I think I'm happy with that now. Worked in our shadows. Ta-da! We have a tail. Now I notice here that under the water here we'll probably have some of this orange colour, so maybe the lighter orange first, because I think I'm going to do a bit of pink in the middle there, but we want some of this colour in the water as well. And I'm going to do a base layer over the tail. This is YR61. Yeah, well my core, Intel core, is only an i5. So I definitely need an upgrade. I did do a graphics card update, driver update. It did help a little bit with one of my programs, but everything else, like processors, just gone. It's too slow. I'll give you an example. This morning I was trying to delete a 13 gig video file, which I'd finished with, and I clicked delete, and then I think about half an hour later it popped up saying, "Are you sure you want to delete this?" I was like, what? It took that long to do anything. I mean, granted it was a 13 gig file, but still that was ridiculous. I'm going to do that middle section pink, but I want to pick a lighter pink to start with, so I'm going to go with, let me have a look at my chart. Let's go with RV10, if I can find it. I was going to use purple, but I've ended up going with pink, haven't I? I'm being really rough. This is actually running out, and I don't have any refills for this one. See, look, no stripe on it. So this will only be a base layer, and I won't be able to use it again. Yeah, 8th generation is a quad core. I'm looking for that, and yeah, I need stuff for streaming, videoing, everything. Hi, Caroline. Ooh, watercolor pens, hey. Thanks, Star. It is coming along really good. Yeah, this is an Enys image. If you're not in a group, jump in. I'm sure Shelley will let her know that I sent you. Because when you join Enys's group, there's a questions you have to answer. How did you hear about it? Come on, give me that colour. It's really running out. No. That's funny, my husband was near the art shop the other day. I should have looked through my stuff. It's probably on my list to get. It's all good. Now, I do want to put a little bit of purple in there. It's really hard with the purples. I find they're actually a lot grayer. I'm going to go with BV. This is 40. They have a, don't think they, oh yeah, they've got a 20. Have they got a 30 in this, or is it just for, oh yeah, they do, I just don't have it. Adding a bit of purple in there now. This will flatten out once we do the, there's a lot of textures in this tail, but I don't know if we should line those out or see if we can make that smoother. I've got YR 000. I'm using the side of my marker because it's larger area, larger surface area can be covered with the side. And how's that? It already looks smooth. Magic. Alright. Oh, Sahara. Lucky girl. I'm feeling like this is a little bit, I need to add something a little bit contrasty to it. So, should I just go ahead and just be bold? I don't know. I think I might actually, I think we've been here for quite a while now, haven't we? I might actually save it and do it another time. I'm not sure. I'm considering it right now. Look, I know I want to add a little bit of blue in here, so I was going to use... I think I need to add blue. I'm going to use that colour we had out before actually for our eyes. Let's just put a little bit of this in. I'm going to have to blend it out, but I just want to put... It needs contrast compared to a tail there. Yeah, I think that will work well. I'm going to need to blend it in obviously, but it just means that it's popping away from the tail a little bit. I think the tail, the body is sort of washed out compared to the tail. So this is a good colour. It's working well. I probably could have added green in there maybe as well, but blue's fine. That's a You are spoilt, Sahara. Very lucky. I'm just sort of putting little dots in that section there. I don't want to fill that in too much. I do think that we need a little along the waterline. I think sometimes these things don't work, but that's okay. If you don't try, you never know, hey? Well, I'm freaking. Going back to the YR65 over the top, I want to blend that now so it sort of transitions into those shadows. So guys, we'll be back in 3 days to finish off week 3 of the Michelle Tracy image. We're going to finish off all of the background, the flower, the toadstools, and probably the little fawn, deer, whatever he is, on Monday. And then on Friday we'll finish off the fairy, do some skin colours and finish it off. I can't believe it's going to be December next week. Like, that just is scary to me. This year has just completely flown. Just using the side of the marker again now to blend that in a little bit, or fluff it, feather it. It's starting to look awesome. I've got YR61. I'm just going to feather this from the start. Feathering it over the darker colour there. It has really flown. I can't believe I've been doing this for over a year now. I think for me, having ADD and things like that, I tend not to do things to the finish, and I'm really proud of my efforts for staying on this long. It's been awesome. So I think I've got what I was trying to achieve here. I think it's that little bit of contrast made it stand out that little bit more from the tail. Agree? Agree. Copics. I've been using Copics for, I think I was saying earlier, I think about 3 years ago I won a set. I'd have to go back and have a look, but yeah, it's a while ago. I'm going to be right back. I just need a 2-minute break. Give me 2 secs and I'll come back. Okay, back again. Sorry. Okay, I just need to... Yeah, there goes Shadow, because someone's just come in the front door. YR 000, just to soften that bit off there. And then I think I might actually head off and let you guys get back to your Thanksgivings and other things that have been going on. It has flown. Ah, Sahara, that's okay. I've had many a year like that. Yeah, well, I was the same, Caroline. That's why I started YouTubing. Because, yeah, I had to stop working because I damaged my back. And, yeah, it needed another purpose. I'm using a white Jelly Roll pen here, and I'm just going around the very edge to brighten her up. But I'm quite happy with the mermaid. She came out nice so far. Just her hair and the background. I think I'll do brown hair. Yeah, you definitely need. I heard a public speaker one day. His name's Philip Day. I think he's an investigative journalist. He's an awesome guy. I heard him chat once about retiring, and people who retire need to retire to something, not from something. Because, yeah, when you retire, mentally, is it giving up? Should we, keep working on something at least to give us that sense of being? And as a human, we need the social interactions as well. Just done a little bit on her as well, but I think her tail is separate to her body colour. It is slightly different, so I've got really bright lighting today, so it's hard to see it. I think I probably could do a tiny little bit more on the very edge there. It's not quite blended in. Circular motions, the ink into that. It's actually really wet. It's actually buckled there, it's so wet. So it'll flatten out once it dries. Sometimes it's better to leave it dry anyway, make sure the colour's right, but I could still see a bit of a line there, so I've just sort of gone over that again to see if I can straighten it out. I like it. I think we need more colour though out there, because her tail's not that big. It's bigger than that. I think that's good. I don't want to make the water too bright, so I need some blues that are kind of dull. B97, B99. She does look sad, doesn't she? But she is pretty. I'm using B99. Just in the shadow areas. I I think I'm going to have to head off. I keep saying I'm going to head off. I really need to head off. I have stuff I need to do. I've got the Enys video coming out tomorrow. Do you guys want to see a sneak peek of that one? Patrons have already seen it, but if you're not a patron, would you like to see it? I'll be doing a speed colouring of that one. I've done a few speed colourings, but I made them about half an hour, so you can slow it down a little bit if you want to, and you won't be able to see the colours or anything most likely, but you can definitely see it all come together. Oh, it's okay. Next time. I didn't think a lot would be here actually because of Thanksgiving, but I ended up having quite a few of you guys in here, so. Have you seen the Pirates of the Caribbean movie with, there's a mermaid in that, and they have to make her cry to get her tears because it's part of the spell that they've got to break. And that's what she reminds me of. She reminds me of that. And they had her in a swamp too. No worries, Sky. That's okay. But yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Got B97. So who wants to see it? Do you want to see tomorrow's image? No one wants to see it? You want to see it? So you guys know the movie Coraline? And the book? I think the book's a little bit more dark than the kids movie, but... Well, Enys did her version of Button Eyes. And I coloured it. I quite like this blue, it's a nice blue. He loves it, does this guy? My son didn't like it. He thought it was scary when he was younger. But yeah, when he saw me colouring this Button Eyes, he was like, that is so dark. He's 14 now. I think I might change and add a little bit of green in there as well. Okay, just zoom out. There she is. So my daughter said that she's a teenage Caroline. And she's attempted to put her own button eye on there, but she hasn't done the other one. So this one's coming out tomorrow. If I can upload it and get it all ready in time. She's fabulous. As I said earlier in the video, I haven't been well this week, so this was really picked me up. I really enjoyed colouring it. So yeah, enjoy your meal, Barbara, and happy Thanksgiving. So yeah, I really loved it, and it's probably my most favourite piece I've done in the last 6 months. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. So we'll finish this one another time. I can even pre-video, so or we can do it again next week. I can do 3 live streams tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe. But yeah, but I'll see you all on Monday for the Michelle Tracy one. I've posted the links already in the event and in the group, so make sure you come and check that out. And if you want to see this one in full real time, come and join me on Patreon, because we will have some videos for that if I can get them uploaded today. But yeah, I think I'm going to actually do some like little white spots on it to make them kind of look a bit sparkly too, because the tail's still looking quite dull at the moment. But yeah, I think I'll add in some sparkles with the gel pen and fill in the water and stuff. But yeah, we'll do it later. So guys, thanks so much for joining us, even though, you know, we we had some come in later and some come in earlier and go again because I had to eat. But yeah, happy turkey gobbling, that's right. But yeah guys, thank you so much again. It's been awesome. Thanks for waking me up too this morning, and I hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys, have a great day.